Hi guys, how are you all doing this great morning? So today is another vlog, and so in today's video I'm just going to bring to you how we prepare our food traditionally, cassava for food traditionally. So yeah, just stay tuned. I'm going to take you through. I'm just happy. I just love to show you people how we do things in our culture, the lugbaraculture. So I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of where I come from. I love it so much. So it's basically just how we prepare the cassava for food, from the garden to the final product when you eat it. So I'm just going to take you through. So like I said earlier, I'm going to take you guys through the process. So this is not where it starts. It actually starts by you uprooting the cassava from the garden. And then when you have uprooted it from the garden, you peel it and then you put it in the sun to dry for at least a day or two. Not complete dry, but for some water to dry out of the cassava. Then when that is done, you have to lay a bed. You can use banana leaves, you can use old sacks, anything, old carpet. You lay it down for warmth. You don't have to put it on a very cold ground. So when that is done, you put your cassava on it and then you cover it. Ensure that there is some warmth for it. So when that is done, you leave it for about 3 to 4 days or 5 days. It depends. So, but you keep checking on it. You leave it to ferment, because what we use for food is not sweet cassava. It is bitter cassava. So you don't want to have that bitter taste in your food. So you have to ferment it. And that fermentation helps the bitterness to be removed. After you've heaped your cassava and covered it so that it gets enough warmth, and it has to be for about 3 to 4 days, sometimes 5, like I said before, it depends. And then you keep on checking it. Keep on checking it. There is a way it produces heat, and that heat helps it to ferment. And then there is mold that forms on it. So when you see that mold forming, when it turns reddish, so you get to know that this is ready. So I have to prepare it now. Now, how we prepare it is that you use a knife to remove the mold from the cassava. So just the way I'm doing it, you use a knife and you do it for all of them. So you have to pick them one by one. It's a heck job, but you still have to do it. So that's how we do it. And by the way, the mold you remove from the cassava, don't throw it away, because it is very important. It is very important. First of all, food for pigs, for those who keep pigs. And then number two, it is also used to make alcohol, the local brew. So you don't waste it. We use it. Actually, everything from cassava, you use it. The leaves are for food. The stem, you can use it for firewood. And then the tubers, the cassava, for wood. So basically everything on it you eat. So you remove the mold. When you're done removing all of it, and then you spread a carpet, or if you have a very clean floor, make sure there is no soil on whatever you're using, whether it's a carpet, whether it's a papyrus mat, whether it's a stone. Make sure it is very clean, so you can then bring the cassava from which you have removed the mold, put on it. And then when that is done, you can begin to break it into pieces. You can either use a stone or anything you can use, or a hoe handle, or any big stick that you can get. You just hit it to break it into smaller pieces. But that's not the only way to do. Some people, after harvesting their cassava, after it has fermented, instead of using a knife to remove the mold, they simply wash it. They can simply just wash off the mold. That also works. And then some people also, especially for sweet cassava, they don't let it to ferment. After they have harvested it from the garden, and they just cut it into small pieces and put it in the sun to dry. So that also works. But when you are preparing bitter cassava, you must let it ferment, because if it doesn't ferment, the product you are going to get is going to be so bitter that you can't even swallow it. So yes, now after breaking it into smaller pieces, you just have to spread it in the sun. Spread it out in the sun, on the carpet, on the stone, on the papyrus mat, whatever. Some people use sacks. They arrange sacks and put whatever surface you get that is big enough to contain your cassava. Spread it in the sun to dry. Allow it to dry, totally dry. When it's totally dried, you can then take it to the grinding machine, and they grind it for you into a powdered form. Then that is what we use to make our food in Nyasa. Some people just do it locally. They use stones and grind it to still get the powder. It's still the same thing. So anyhow, whichever method they use, it still has the same result. So that's simply how it is done. You see this? You see this? This is money. This is money. You can sell it and get good money. If you are not somebody who makes alcohol, you can sell it and make money. So you don't throw it away. It is not something that is to be wasted. So keep it, dry it, and sell it to those who make alcohol. They use it to make the local brews. So they add some yeast in it. They know how to do their things. So yeah, that is it, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, please leave a comment, please keep subscribing, like, share, drop a comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.